Hey, what's up, gamers? Welcome back to Street Games. Today we're diving into a graveyard of battle royales that tried to break through but didn't make it. From hype releases to disappointing shutdowns, these games had their moment in the spotlight before being terminated. So let's check out these battle royale games that bit the dust and find out why they didn't survive. Number 1. Ring of Elysium. First up we've got Ring of Elysium. This game had a lot going for it with its snowy landscapes, unique survival mechanics, and dynamic weather systems. Despite the cool features, the game was plagued by poor marketing, inconsistent updates, and a shrinking player base. Eventually the devs couldn't keep up, and the game quietly faded away, leaving players stranded on its icy slopes. Number 2. Super People. Super People came in hot with its hero-based mechanics, mixing battle royale with unique superpowers. It promised something new in the genre, but balance issues, repetitive gameplay, and lack of content updates led to a rapid decline in interest. Despite its early access hype, it couldn't compete with the bigger names, and the plug was pulled before it could even leave beta. Number 3. Hyperscape. Hyperscape was Ubisoft's take on the battle royale genre, set in a futuristic city with vertical gameplay and unique hacks. The fast-paced action initially grabbed attention, but the game quickly ran into trouble with balance issues, a steep learning curve, and difficulty retaining players. Ubisoft tried to revive it with updates, but it was too late. The servers were officially shut down in 2022.
Reloading.
Number 4. Rumbleverse. Next up is Rumbleverse, a battle royale that blended wrestling with chaotic city brawling. It had a colorful style, quirky combat, and a unique spin on the genre. Despite its fun mechanics, it struggled with player retention and content updates. The devs couldn't keep the momentum going, and the game was knocked out of the ring for good in early 2023.
side, folks.
Number 5. Spellbreak. Spellbreak brought spellcasting to the Battle Royale scene, letting players wield elemental magic in epic duels. It had a cool art style and dynamic combat, but it struggled with content updates and balancing issues. Eventually, the player base dwindled and the devs announced that they were moving on to new projects, and the servers shut down in 2023, and the magic was gone. Number 6. The Culling. The Culling was one of the first battle royales with its focus on melee combat and survival elements. It had a strong start, but after some disastrous updates and the failed release of the Culling 2, the devs tried to revive it with a pay-per-play model. But it was too little, too late. The game couldn't recover and the servers were finally shut down. Number 7. Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter. Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter was Bethesda's attempt to bring the Battle Royale experience to the Fallout universe. While it had potential, the mode suffered from bugs, balancing issues, and failed to integrate smoothly with the rest of the game. Eventually, the developers decided to focus on other content for Fallout 76, and Nuclear Winter was officially axed in 2021. Number 8. Radical Heights. Radical Heights was Boss Scape Productions' last-ditch effort after the failure of Lawbreakers. The game had a unique 80s game show vibe, but it was released way too early in an extreme access state with bugs and missing features. The studio couldn't keep up, and when Boss Scape shut down, so did Radical Heights. Number 9. Rapture Rejects. Rapture Rejects was a battle royale based on the popular Cyanide and Happiness comics. The game had a top-down perspective and dark humor, but it suffered from lackluster gameplay, clunky controls, and struggled to find an audience. It never gained traction, and the devs eventually pulled the plug, sending it to the afterlife. Number 10, the Culling 2. The Culling 2 was a disaster from the start. It abandoned everything that made the original unique and went for a generic battle royale experience. It launched with barely any players, buggy gameplay, and terrible reviews. The backlash was so severe that the devs pulled the game from stores within a week, and it remains one of the most infamous failures in battle royale history. Number 11, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline. Lastly, we have Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline. Announced with high expectations, it aimed to combine tactical gameplay with the battle royale formula. However, fans were not impressed with the reveal, criticizing it for being too generic and straying from the core Ghost Recon identity. After a lackluster reception and internal struggles, Ubisoft quietly cancelled the project before it even left the testing phase. Number 12, Mavericks, Proving Grounds. Remember Mavericks Proving Grounds? Probably not, because it never officially launched. This game promised a massive 1,000-player battle royale experience with dynamic weather and destructible environments. The hype was real, but the tech wasn't. Technical issues and financial troubles forced Automation Games to shut down development, leaving Mavericks as nothing more than a promising idea that never came to life. And there you have it, gamers! These battle royale games tried to make a mark, but for one reason or another, they didn't survive the brutal fight for players' attention. It's a tough world out there in gaming, and not every game can be a Fortnite or Warzone. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which game you think deserved better. Until next time, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next drop.